Hello YouTube, my name is Spire. I'm doing a Diablo 4 video, just a Druid character build here. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Pulverize being nerfed. I do have a build that I've been working on, and I think it's very efficient in clearing ads. You're doing a lot of damage. I am only level 34, so I'm only doing so much damage. But in game, this build is gonna be amazing. So I'm just gonna jump right to it. I'm very new to YouTube, so I haven't made a lot of videos. So if this video goes really good, you know, when I get to end game, I'll do a little more damage testing. And if you guys are anybody new watching this video, if you guys are really high level druids, if you guys want to go ahead and try out this build, let me know in the comments because that would be great. That would save me time doing it and stuff like that. So what I'm doing, this is what I'm gonna be searching for when I get to end game, right? So you want to show your class the crash stone aspect. The earth skills do 30% more crit strike to damage crowd controlled enemies. So that's the whole point of this build. We're gonna be CCing enemies, and we're gonna be dealing more damage that way. Okay. Now, another aspect you want to pick up is the aspect of the Tempest. You are using Hurricane in this build, and I will explain why. And the reason for that is, let me just scroll down here. The whole point of you really want to build around Resonance. Now, if I was level 50, 60, or somewhere higher, this is gonna be three out of three. But because I'm only level 34, I'm trying to put on my passives into other stuff, so I'm kind of like equaled out. But if I could, this would be 3 out of 3, 100%. All of these would be 3 out of 3, 100%. This is like the best skill right now for this kind of build. So let me explain. So nature magic skills deal 2% increased damage. Triple this bonus if an earth skill is the next skill to cast after storm skill, or storm skill is the next skill after earth skill, vice versa. So really you really want to cast like cyclone armor before you enter combat, and then you want to landslide getting that triple damage when you have that aspect, right? So that's where you're gonna be clearing all the ads. So now from the build to beginning, let me go and start from the beginning here real quick. I do not want to take a whole time on this video. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, and then I'll do a little play testing so you guys can see what I'm doing. Storm Strike's gonna it's got the buff, so obviously doing this to gain the spirit. Top tree, you really want to make the enemies vulnerable. You want to crowd control, CC lock all the enemies. That's where you're gonna be doing majority of the damage here. So top tree vulnerable with this one, and then you come down to the next tree, landslide, 100%. I mean that's just basically where the Druid's gonna be at a strong with this one. Uh, put I put all 3 points into here. Early game, it's really good. Down to Cyclone. Now, I'm gonna explain why you could use Earthen Bulwark when you get to end game, because the Fortify is gonna increase your Earth skill damage. So maybe in game I might switch the Cyclone armor for this. Maybe, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit of testing. But for early play druids, Cyclone armor is probably the way to go with this one if you're trying to proc the Renaissance. That's where you want to do top tree with this one. Then you scroll down. You're not using any of the companions. I have no points into here. Going down to the next tree, Hurricane, and going into the right. Uh, so Hurricane, basically you use Hurricane to proc the landslide. Okay, and then I am using Boulder for extra damage, and then Boulder gets the critical strike chance increase. Come down to the Petrify. So if you got a whole bunch of ads, you want to CC lock all, then you Petrify, and then cast your Hurricane. Now then you're gonna do bonus damage when you that's triple damage Hurricane, and then now you're gonna have triple damage whenever you do your Boulder skill. Then you landslide the enemies, and that'll basically kill them. And then your next skill is gonna be the Earthen Might. All right. So now that's the build that I'm doing. Take your screenshots. Uh, this is what I'm doing for it. Okay. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm still kind of new to this whole YouTube thing, and like I said, if the video goes good, I'll definitely make a video when I beat the game. But I'm gonna kind of just show a little bit of testing here. We just find some enemies here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop the armor, triple damage, landslide.
Low on spirit. I'm not ready yet.
See, that was a crit on there. So I was able to pop the armor and then landslide, and I was able just to clear the enemies. Like I said, I have no problem.
I must wait a moment.
You know, with spirit or anything. I'm not really going into the tanky side. I have a lot of the damage skills, so you know, I am, you know, not as tanky, but like I said, closer end game, I'll definitely put more points into resistances. So that's basically kind of like the build. Let me do a little bit of more rotation here. So hurricane, crit. So see how I popped a. So if I pop a, let's say if I pop boulder, this at the bottom left hand here, bonus damage and the next skill to cast is a storm skill. So now when I pop hurricane, I'll deal that triple damage. And then let's say if I popped the, so let me just find some enemies here.
I must wait a moment.
That's the way I came here. So let's go over here. Okay, so I'm gonna pop the armor. Cool. So now it's bonus damage and the next skill to cast is the first skill. So see, that was a crit. And you're doing more damage if the guys are vulnerable, immobilized, stunned, etc. That's, you really want to make sure they're all gonna get some kind of debuff. That's the whole point of this solo build. All right. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments. And if any higher level druids, you know, you guys want to test it, let me know. All right. You guys have a great day, and hope you're enjoying Diablo 4.